because obviously Christians look at the Talmud and it says Mary is a whore, and and Jesus is. And a lot of these rabbis are saying, no, these actually aren't for sure Jesus or the Mary of the Bible.
They're lying to you. Get the book by Peter Schaeffer, Jesus and the Talmud. He is a scholar, is not a Bible-believing Christian. He wrote the book, Jesus and the Talmud. He documents, no, they are references to Mary and Jesus. But when there was a persecution of the Jews, people don't know this. When Jews converted to the Catholic faith, they exposed these blasphemous statements about Jesus in the Talmud and statements about his mother in the Talmud. So an edict was passed telling the Jews to expunge, remove these statements about Jesus and his mother in the Talmud. Now, there were copies in which the statements were still there, hadn't been removed, but then also they used a coded name for Jesus. They called him Balaam. And so we have historical evidence, textual evidence, that this is referring to Jesus. It's referring to his mother. But when the Jews got persecuted, because when the Catholic Church was told, this is what they're saying about Mary, an edict was passed saying, remove these statements from your copies, but there were some copies found. Statements are intact. Or they used a coded name for Jesus, calling him Balaam. Right? In fact, here I have a whole article on this right here, Jesus in the Talmud, where I quote, and I also quote a Yiddish work. I believe it's a Yiddish work. Tolidot Yeshu, a blasphemous tract against Jesus. Remember, because a lot of Jews speak Yiddish.
Mm-hmm.
There's a tract called Tolidot Yeshu. By the way,
Yeshu is used as a derogatory term, right, towards Jesus.
Yeshu is an acronym meaning, may his name and memory be blotted out. May his name and memory be wiped up. So when you have an Orthodox Jew telling you, Yeshu, he's insulting Jesus. Here it says, thus in 1631, the Jewish Assembly of Elders in Poland declared, we enjoin you under the threat of the great man to publish in no new edition of the Mishnah or the Gemara anything that refers to Jesus of Nazareth.
You know what that is?
Right?
Wow, what?
And
So
then
they're lying. They're literally deceiving everyone.
Well, because we have copies that survived with the references intact. So they were not able to get rid of all of them. Here you go. Oh, I didn't show you the screen because I'm stupid. Hold on. Here it is.